Hey folks, for this video we're going to go over updating the bootloader for the CircuitPlayground Bluefruit. So this is specifically for the Bluefruit, but if you go to my GitHub, so github.com cmontalvo, and you navigate to my LaTeX repo, and you navigate to the PBL CircuitPython instrumentation, and you head over to main.pdf, I have a PDF document that explains everything that I'm going to go over in this video. I already have this downloaded, and so I have a PDF copy on my computer. I just updated this today. If you go over to the table of contents and you go to item number 4 and go to the troubleshooting guide, right here is where all of the directions that I'm basically going over are here for bootloader. So if you're having an issue with an old bootloader, be sure to update your bootloader for the CPB or alternatively for the CPX. Now, at the time of this writing, there is a command that you need to use for the CPB, but if you have version 0.4.0 or later, you can use the UF2 method. So if I open link in new tab here, and I already have it open, and I go here to use command line, this is sort of a complicated way to update your bootloader, so I was hoping that I could use the UF2 method. It turns out that you have to have version 0.4.0 in order to use the UF2 method. So if I download that bootloader, right here, CircuitPlayground Bluefruit Bootloader Updater UF2, and I actually already have that. So if I go to my downloads folder and I look here, I have that update right here. Sorry, you can't see that. If you look here, update CircuitPlayground NRF. The NRF chip is a Bluetooth chip. If I try and update this CircuitPlayground that's in my hand using this UF2, because I have an old bootloader, it won't work. And so let me show you that here real quick. So if I plug in my CircuitPlayground and I double tap to get into boot mode and I open this UF2 file, you'll see that I have version 0.2.11. So if I take this updated bootloader and drag it over, it's just going to sit there and not do anything. And again, the reason why is because I need version 0.4. And so unfortunately, if you have a very old bootloader and version 0.2 is an old bootloader, you're going to have to do it the command line way. And so you're going to have to go down here to use command line. And now you're going to have to sort of follow these directions. So I'm going to be doing this on a Windows machine. The directions here are also for Mac and Linux if you want to figure that out. But I'm going to go through the Windows example here. So I will tell you the differences between the three computers. And for now, this part is about to be the same. So I'm going to grab the bootloader.zip package for the Adafruit CircuitPlayground Bluefruit. I don't believe I have that downloaded yet, and I don't. Yeah, I do. It's right here, CircuitPlayground NRF bootloader.zip. So that is already downloaded, so I've already downloaded that. That's the same for all three computers. Then you need to get something called Adafruit NRF util. And on Linux, you do a pip3 install. On Mac, you have to do a zip file. And then on Windows, you do the same thing. You download this executable. So if you click this link here, it will take you to this page. This is their Adafruit GitHub page. And if you're Mac, you download the Mac zip version. If you're Windows, you download the Windows zip version. Okay, once you do that, you navigate back over here. Here is that Adafruit NRF util zip folder, and I've already extracted it here. So if I open this up, here is that Adafruit NRF util. What you need to do now is open this in command prompt. And so you need to open command prompt and you need to navigate to that downloads folder. So I'm going to change directory to downloads, and I should be able to type in Adafruit NRF util, which is in this. Oh no, it's I have to go. Yeah, I have to go to Adafruit. No, not CircuitPython. There it is. So if you go to the downloads folder, you need to get into this folder. And so first I CD'd it into the downloads folder, and then I CD'd into the Adafruit NRF util folder. And so now if I type in dir, which prints the directory, there is the executable right there. With that, I then need to run this pretty lengthy command here on Windows, and there it is right there. So I'm going to go ahead and just copy this text. Oh, that kind of freaked out. So I'm going to copy that text for Windows, and then I'm going to, I think it's Control Shift V. No, maybe just Control V. So that didn't do it. Maybe the copy text isn't working. So I'm just gonna manually put this in. So I'm going to type in, let's see, Adafruit. I hit tab to get that to autocomplete. Adafruit -nrf util.exe -- verbose dfu serial -- package. And then they want you to type in feather whatever zip, but I need to grab the CircuitPlayground zip and put it into that Adafruit folder. And so now in this folder is the CircuitPlayground zip file that I downloaded up here, right? This is the bootloader zip package that I downloaded up here. And then it's now in the same folder as the executable Adafruit nrf util. And so again, I'm going to type in -- package and then type in the CircuitPlayground. Again, I hit tab to autocomplete. So that's CircuitPlayground nrf bootloader 0.8.2 .zip -- port. And then this is where it says COM XX. You need to look up the COM port by going to the device manager and looking on ports. So I'm going to hit the Windows button on my keyboard and open up the device manager. And then I'm going to click ports here. And it looks like there is something connected on COM7. Now, if you have Windows 10, you want to look for USB serial device. Now, this is where this is different, right? If you're on Mac, you're going to have /dev cu.usb modem, and there's directions on how to figure that out. And on Linux, you're going to have a TTY port. And if you're a Linux user, you can Google how to find your TTY port. Okay. All right. So let's see. So my CircuitPlayground just popped out of bootloader mode, and so I'm going to put it back in bootloader mode. And my port's just updated. So there it is, COM7. So again, we're going to go back here, and I want -- port COM7 -B 115200. That's the baud rate. -- single bank -- touch 1200, and then hit enter. And hopefully it should start communicating with the CircuitPlayground that is connected to my laptop via USB. It's going to send a bunch of hashtags to it. That's what I tell my students. That's a terrible joke. And there it goes, activating the new firmware. So that's how you do that from command line. And after it has activated the firmware, the CPlay boot drive will be popped up. And if I double click, I have successfully updated the bootloader to 0.8.2. At this point, you can go ahead and go to circuitpython.org, and you can go to downloads. You can find the CircuitPlayground Bluefruit, download the latest CircuitPython 8.2.9, and then you can navigate to your downloads folder again, and you can drag over the Adafruit CircuitPython CircuitPlayground Bluefruit CircuitPython version 8.2.9. And once I transfer that over, taking kind of a long time here. I'm just going to erase the silence here. Okay, and then hopefully what pops up is CircuitPy, and if I click my boot out file, I have successfully updated to Adafruit version 8.2.9. If you have any questions, please post in the comments. I know that was very difficult, but hopefully you can clunk through that. And I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.